Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some Master League battles finally. So we're going to be using Groudon as best buddy, Dialga, Melmetal, and a couple others, but mainly Groudon and Rayquaza here. That was a quick battle. Now, folks, I was rising up. The game, it's just so much of a coincidence a lot of these times. It's crazy. It's really starting to get to me here. So essentially, I just kept going 2-3, and then it was about to rank up. It's getting up there, and then it bring me into a 1-4, and then 2-3. So that was a little unfortunate. See, I never really get my hopes up. I try and I'll strive. I'll do my best to rank up, but there's a lot of battles where there's nothing you can really do a lot of times to combat it. So yeah, it gets pretty crazy here when you do get high up on the elo. But with that said, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. If I sound a little bit more chill, it's because I'm very tired. Very tired, and my throat is killing me still. But guess what? The show must go on. So here we are. So Rayquaza, I love using this with Breaking Swipe. I mean, it is amazing. It hits so hard. It's going to be level 50. I could equip it as best buddy, but that's going to be reserved for Groudon here. But it hits like a truck. Really like it. I do have Hurricane on it. There's a case here and there where you can use it, but for the most part, you're pretty much going with Breaking Swipe, and that's pretty much it. So I was just swapping out that third Pokemon periodically because, I was getting countered, and I was trying to pull out certain Pokemon with the moves that I do have on them. So we kind of did it here and there. Anyways, let's see what we have going on here. Up against Metagross. All right, so we're going to go for a Rock Slide, see if we can get a shield without lowering our attack, but unfortunately they let it go. Dang it. That's okay. At least we haven't dropped our attack yet. We'll go for another superpower, or at least one here. And they're getting to the charge move right as we're about to take them out with about 2 HP. We're going to go ahead and shield that up using our last shield. And thinking to myself, I really hope I didn't screw this up. So we get to 2 Rock Slides here. And able to get to the next one. And we're going to be able to take out that Lugia and take the win here. Let's keep it going, folks. I still got quite a few days. I mean, we've got till, the end of the month? And that's still plenty of time to hit Legend. Now, I want to tell you something. Yesterday, I didn't do any of my battles. I didn't do anything. I didn't battle at all. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of this crap. I mean, I love battling, but it gives me anxiety for the way my account is. All right, so we've got a good matchup here. They go straight for the Draco, retreating to catch a Precipice Blades with Togekiss. Very nice. And we're going to swap into our Melmetal and just start throwing these Rock Slides as soon as possible before they do get to an Aura Sphere and or Flamethrower here. So we're getting to the Rock Slide right as they're getting to their charge move. We're letting it go, calling it, and it is going to be an Ancient Power so we can farm them down. Good thing we did not hit that Rock Slide. Bringing in a Garchomp, and at this point I was thinking, oh yeah, this is looking real good here. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on spamming them with the Superpower. And we do have the Rayquaza in the back that's going to be able to go up against that thing. But what we're going to do is go ahead and swap to kind of force them to bring back their Dialga, and we're going to see if we can get a shield out of them. Unfortunately, they just let it go, and that kind of frustrated me. But we're going to go ahead and go for another one here. Let's see what happens, and they're shielding it up. Great. Looks like they're going to farm us down here. Perfect. Now we do have the Melmetal that we'll just bring in here and just absorb whatever they throw at us. And then we do have the Rayquaza, which is going to be doing super effective to that Garchomp, but we do need to look out because they can pretty much one-shot us with an Outrage, and they do have quite a bit of energy here. Immediately swapping into the Rayquaza, and I'm just going to have to shield this up here, and it is going to be an Outrage. Great! Can we farm them down? And we do. We take them out because of that damage. It's just incredible. All right, looking good here, and we're going to be getting a 3-2, and that's pretty much what we're seeing. It brings you up by like freaking 17 points. It's so annoying. And then if you go 2-3, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to tank you like 50 points. How about that one, buddy? Next one, we're met with a Mamoswine here. This is not particularly good for my entire team because Mamoswine also does have high horsepower, which is also going to be super effective to the Melmetal. Shielding up the first Avalanche. As much as I wanted to catch an Avalanche, I could time it, but they're not throwing it right when they get it. It's just going to be all over the place. So they are actually retreating and catching while they do have a bunch of energy on that Mamoswine and bringing in a Zekrom. Oh no, this is... Actually, we can work around this situation here. As a matter of fact, you're going to see this battle is going to be quite incredible. This is why you shouldn't top left. Alright, so we're just going to keep on spamming the superpower. Might as well commit to it at this point here. Alright, so I'm thinking a crunch they're going to throw, and it's a wild charge. So they did lower their stats there, their defense, and I'm just waiting for that clock. Going to bring in the Groudon. They immediately swap into that Mamoswine. We're going to go ahead and shield this up here and start throwing these fire punches because they're going to do a ton of damage. And we're not in a great position. They let it go. We get to another fire punch. I'm thinking they got to shield this up, right? You're going to shield this up. They let it go. Are you kidding me? They still got 2 Pokemon left, though. And we are shieldless. So let's see what we can do with Rayquaza and Groudon here. So they have a Reshiram. I swap into my Rayquaza. Yeah, this is not looking particularly good for me whatsoever. They hit me with a crunch. We go for the breaking swipe here, folks. What's it going to be? They have pretty decent energy on their Zekrom, right? Bringing in the Groudon, we're actually able to get to the Precipice Blades, but there's no way. We're going to get Dragon Breath down by the Zekrom here. Or they have a charge move ready to go, unfortunately. That was a good game, but is it over yet? We survived, and I couldn't believe it. I almost top lefted that, so thank goodness we didn't. Because they hit me with a wild charge, and I survived to take them out. Next battle, of course, we're going to be met with a Gyarados. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Melmetal here. And they're going to be bringing in their Mewtwo, which is fine as long as they don't have Focus Blast. Shadow Ball is going to be doing a decent amount. It's going to take about 2 of those to take us out. And Psy Strike, letting it go and calling it. Very nice. Let's go. Maybe they got Ice Beam. Who knows? So let's see what happens here. They're letting the Rock Slide go. Getting to the next one here. We're going to go ahead and call it yet again. A Shadow Ball, I don't know. Alright, it's another Psy Strike. Sounds good to me. Going for a Rock Slide. We're going to be able to win this matchup unless they want to shield this. And they do, of course. Alright, so do we want to shield? I think we do. Let's see if they want to double shield up that Mewtwo. That would work just nice for us here. So going for that Rock Slide again. We just need to win this matchup. We need to align the Rayquaza with the Gyarados. And they're bringing in the Dialga. And we're actually able to get to the superpower here. Big damage. Alright, sounds good to me. And of course we're going to be bringing in Groudon here. And I just needed to get to this Fire Punch before they got to a Draco Meteor, right? Because I didn't want to use my shield there, and we kind of need it for Rayquaza. So there's the Draco. They immediately swap. They've got no health left on the Dialga. We can take it out with 1 hit. Gyarados back in the action here. We're going to be shielding up that crunch, and they did drop my defense. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drop their attack, though, with the breaking swipe. Let's go. Look at that damage that we're doing with the Dragon Tail. Unbelievable. Rayquaza is absolutely viable now, and I love it. All right, taking them out and taking the win with the Rayquaza at the end. Let's go. We're going to be leading with Groudon the entire time. Met with a Zacian. We'll take it because, well, we've got 2 dragons in the back that don't really want to see it. I mean, Dialga kind of, I suppose, if you can land that Iron Head, but not necessarily, right? So they're going to be shielding up my Precipice Blades. Should have baited, but if I do bait, they let it go. Even if I build up to Precipice Blades, it's incredible. It's like, I don't know, like 50-50 bots or something. Alright, so they're going to be swapping and bringing in their Giratina. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Dialga because, well, we're going to be able to go to Dragon Breath Town here. Letting that Shadow Ball go. Getting off the Iron Head as soon as possible. It's not going to be quite enough to take them out here, so they want to shield it up and let it go. And we farm them down. Beautiful. Still in the yellow. So let's see if they want to bring back that Zacian here. Bring it in a Groudon. That works even better. Okay. And we're getting to a charge move here. As the Rayquaza is going to be able to completely wall this thing. You gotta love it. I mean, it is amazing. So we do bring in the Rayquaza here so we can start absorbing these charge moves, no problem at all. And Fire Punch, Precipice Blades, you know, it's not doing much. Immediately swapping into the Groudon and going for the Fire Punch to try to get this shield from them, and they are letting it freaking go again. Are you kidding me? Again, if I would have went for Precipice Blades, they would have shielded that damn thing up. All right, letting it go again. So I have to really make a decision here. Okay, we're gonna let it go. And we should be able to, yeah, so they debuff themselves. We get to the breaking swipe. This should be enough. This should just be enough. Okay, they're shielding it up. Makes sense. But that's okay. We'll easily shield this up as well. Play rough, and we should be able to farm them down. All right, well, they're swapping before I could, but we're going to be able to take them out. Now, they're not debuffed anymore, so we're going to farm them down. Hit the breaking swipe and take the win with the Rayquaza up against that Zacian. You better believe it. Let's get it. All right, folks, are we going to get to Legend? We'll have to see here. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Dialga. That's exactly what we want to see. That, Melmetal, or Excadrill. They're going to be swapping into a Kyogre. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Rayquaza. I love this matchup. I love it a lot. You know what's even better is the Groudon because, well, when you go up against Kyogre, you do need to look out for that potential Blizzard. But they're going to be hitting me with an Origin Pulse. Sounds good to me. And farming them down. We have a ton of energy ready to go here. And what are they going to be bringing back in? Oh, it's a Togekiss. Now, we barely go for the Hurricane. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just go for the Breaking Swipe and lower their attack there. So bringing in our Dialga, they immediately swap back into their Dialga. We're going to be bringing in our Groudon and going for the bait. Let's see, can we get a shield with the Fire Punch? And we do. All right, sounds good to me. And almost get into the next Precipice Blades. We're absolutely going to be shielding this up here. Yeah, definitely. Going for another one, or for the first one here. Let's see what happens. They're letting it go. Sounds good. Still holding on to that one shield. And that's all I really needed to happen here. Because at this point, we're going to be able to kind of spam them. And Dialga is still going to be able to kind of hold its own going up against Togekiss. It's not really the biggest threat in the world, because of that part steel type, of course. So we will shield this up, and it is going to be an Aura Sphere. Yep, that would have done a lot. Pretty much. So we're going to be able to Dragon Breath them down and take that win with the Dialga. All right, let's keep it going here. All right, we got a Legend with a Mewtwo. Let's get it. So could go for the bait, but I figured let's see what happens. We had our finger on it. Go for the Fire Punch. Give me your shield. Oh, they caught it with their Dragonite. Okay, that's what I like to see from those Legends. All right. Bringing in our Dialga to have a little fun with this. Now, we got to look out for Superpower. They freaking bait me, damn it. Okay, good job. You got me. So we're farming them down. They're bringing in their Dialga. And we're going to go ahead and bait them. Let's see what happens. And then try to get to the Draco Meteor. Great, we got him. We got him. And now we get to the Draco. Do they let it go, or do they want to use Bolt Shields here? They're using Bolt Shields. Sounds good to me. And we're holding on to one ourselves. We're going to let this go, hoping it's going to be an Iron Head, and that's exactly what it is. They're going to be swapping into a Mewtwo, which is loaded up on energy here. Okay, it's getting a little crazy. We just shielded up the last one, the last shield we had, so this is going to be a lot of damage. Oh, getting to the Breaking Swipe. Can't we pull this off here? It's definitely not going to be the Rayquaza, I don't think. They're going to get to a charge move, or do they? We farm them down. Rayquaza putting in that work, getting to the Breaking Swipe to lower their attack. They have a little bit of energy, but not quite enough. Swapping into a little bit of a combo breaker with the Groudon and the Rayquaza. Going for Fire Punch and taking that win. Yeah, let's go. All right, next battle. I'm going to start seeing a lot of Legends here as we do rise up. We have a good lead up against Dialga. They're going to be immediately swapping into a Mamoswine, which again is going to be kind of destroying my team here. I could have made a very quick swap into our Dialga, but I might as well stay here. I'm definitely not going into Rayquaza, obviously. I mean, come on, that's 4 times effective. You're going down quick by that powdered snow. All right, going for another Fire Punch again here. And we're getting 2 shields from this Legend. All right, they do not want me to win this matchup up against their Mamoswine here. And I kind of feel the same way, bud. So I'm going to go ahead and use my last shield as well. Things are getting a little bit desperate here. I just needed to take them low enough to farm them. I knew they were going to get to another one. Oh, you didn't know. You thought you shielded it up. They hit you with another one. What was a strategy? See, now I'm able to farm them down. And I have an energy advantage over their Dialga. And they're bringing in theirs. So I just need to look out for a catch. And we're good to go. As so long as there's not a Togekiss in the back, I think we're going to be okay. Or some sort of fairy. It is going to be a... Oh, yeah. Bringing in the Rayquaza immediately. Going for the Breaking Swipe here. And, well, they're not going to be able to take me out with Brave Bird now. And they're not going to be able to outpace me to another charge move either. So, yep, Rayquaza is going to be able to take this for us. And they're backing out. And we're taking that win. Let's get it. All right, another Legend. Let's keep it going here. And they're using a shiny Tyranitar. Very nice. It's going to have Smackdown. They're going to be swapping into Dragonite. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Dialga immediately here. I could have went with Rayquaza. Could have, would have, should have, whatever. But we're here now. So if they come back in here with Tyranitar, we have Iron Head, which is super effective. That's a nice little pick they got there using a Tyranitar. I need to, I think I need to finish powering up mine. I haven't powered it up all the way to 50. I easily have the candies. All right, going for another super effective Iron Head, and they're going to be letting it go. And we Dragon Breath them down before they get to a charge move. And they got a Melmetal in the back, putting all their hope in that thing back here. And we're going to easily let this go. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about this. We do have Rayquaza, but we do have Groudon with full health, and this is pretty much a wrap. Yeah, they do put up a fight, though. They're like, no, I'm not going to let you just have this battle here. So, sounds good to me. Sounds great to me. I'm going to let this go. We don't really need to shield up. Getting to another Precipice Blades, and we're going to be able to take the win with our Groudon here. Let's go. Good game to my opponent. Still holding on to a shield as well. All right, next battle, what are we going to see here? Oh, a Palkia. That's a horrible lead for us. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Dialga. They're going to be bringing in Metagross, which is yet again not another good lead for us, or at least a swap. Going for the Draco right away here. We just want to do as much damage. They're letting it go. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, ooh, should I try to win the swap by just simply shielding this up? Because, oh, come on. Oh, it's so close. But I do let it go, unfortunately, which is going to be a big determining factor in the battle, win or lose, if you do take that swap or not. Bringing in Rayquaza to farm them down, so now they know my entire team. And they're bringing in a Landorus, so we've got to be very, very sneaky with this battle here, folks, and very quick, paying attention to the switch clock and everything like that. So Rock Slide is going to do a lot. We're going to go ahead and shield it up to preserve our health, and they're going to be bringing in their Palkia. We need to do as much damage as possible here before we do bring in our Groudon, or at least before this Rayquaza goes down, at least. Getting one more, I think I may shield this up. Oh no, that would be kind of dumb. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. So since I did lower their attack, we're going to go ahead and let this go just to hold on to our shield for the Landorus that we have to handle while farming down that Palkia. Now all we really need to do is get to 2 Fire Punches. Well, technically 3. Alright, so there's the 1, and now we just need to farm up 2. And we're just going to throw early because I was getting a little nervous here. So first one, they're going to, of course, shield it up. We can't quick move them down because it's not very effective. And I swear they pretty much almost had 2 here. But we're going to be able to beat them and take the win with the Groudon. Let's go. Alright, folks, I'm dying over here. So if you hear a little bit of a crackle while I'm recording, not in my voice, but like in the back, it just sounds like weird sound. That's because it's disconnecting the mic and stopping it. It's just being weird. I'm out of it. Okay, anyways, what's going on here? We got Metagross. This is going to be our last battle here. Let's go. All right, so up against Lugia. I mean, this is, would seem to be a comfortable matchup, but then they get that Aero Blast, and then they get the attack boost, so now we got to look out for that. Let's see if we can win this matchup here. Going for another Meteor match. At this point, we're going to shield it up and just take this swap. Easy. That's a no-brainer whatsoever. So we should be able to get to a charge move depending on what they bring in. That Excadrill, I just throw the Meteor Match here. I thought they might want to shield it up, but they freaking call it. Damn it. And getting a decent amount of farm. Nice shiny Excadrill, by the way. Swapping into a Gyarados, and we have that Rayquaza. We are down a shield. They've got 2. This is getting... I don't know, folks. This one is getting a little rough, okay? So let's see what we can do with this situation here. Going for a Breaking Swipe. Dragon Breath is really... digging in. They did not get the debuff and we're able to outpace them to the next charge move. That is very important here. Seeing that we have no more shields and we are almost farming them down. So this is actually good. Well, hopefully, I think they might have 2 Aqua Tails, but they immediately swap. So what they did there is they're retreating to kind of refresh their debuff. So what we need to do is simply build up to 2 Fire Punches. We have higher attack. We'll be able to hit them first. It's not very effective, but they're so low we'll be able to take the win, and that's how you do it, baby. Let's go. Let's get to Legend, folks. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic! You will see.